Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will be discussing how you can structure an intriguing and interesting story for your video games and books. So there was this guy, Joseph Campbell. He studied a lot of old mythologies and religions, and he believed that at the root level, all of these follow the same story structure. On the basis of his research, he came up with a story template called the hero's journey. And nowadays, a lot of novel writers, filmmakers, and video game writers use this story structure in their own creations. As I go on, you will observe how the best stories in the world, like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, use the same story structure. According to this template, every story is a journey which starts at Stasis. This is where everything is stable and the hero or the protagonist is in his comfort zone. Like in Star Wars, when the movie starts, Luke is just working on his uncle's farm and wants to go to college and is living an ordinary life. Next, we have a call to adventure. Now, this is the incident that pushes the character out of his comfort zone. This is when the hero is summoned onto the adventure. In Star Wars, it is the message from Princess Leia, and in Last of Us, it is an outbreak of a mutant fungus. After this, we have Refusal to the call. It won't always be like the protagonist is always ready for the adventure. At the start, he or she may refuse or they may be scared. After that, we have the mentor. Mentor is classically an older, wiser person who can help the player overcome his reluctance towards the adventure and act as a guide. In Lord of the Rings, it's obviously Gandalf. In Harry Potter, we have Hagrid and Dumbledore. In Star Wars, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi who teaches Luke the ways of the Jedi. It's not always necessary for the mentor to be older or even a real person. The mentor can be an experience, a memory, an animal, anything. It depends on what you want and what suits your story. Then we have crossing the threshold. This is the point at which the character transitions from the ordinary world to the new world, filled with adventure. The best example that comes to my mind is from Harry Potter. The moment when he enters Diagon Alley and discovers the wizarding world. This is when things really start to change and player starts to discover the new world. Next, we have the approach. Here the player finds allies and enemies, he faces challenges and learns the rules of the new world. He also tries to solve the central conflict, though setbacks occur and he fails on his mission. After that, we have the ordeal. This is when things start to go wrong and the main conflict is introduced. The hero faces a real life-threatening challenge which impacts him in a huge way. In Star Wars, this is when they rescue Princess Leia and escape to the Millennium Falcon while Luke's mentor Obi-Wan is killed by the antagonist Darth Vader while he was trying to help them escape. After the ordeal, the hero should be rewarded. This could be achieving a goal, a new weapon, a new skill, or knowledge. In Star Wars, the reward is that they are able to retrieve the plans of the Death Star and save Princess Leia. Then we have the road back. This is when the hero starts to head back home, but faces a few challenges. In Star Wars, Luke and his team race back to the rebellion base, but they are being tracked by the Empire. Then we have the resurrection. This is the climax of the story, the ultimate test. This is when the player is tested to his limits, and it is seen if the player has learned any lessons along the journey. In Star Wars, this is when the rebellion wages a war on the Galactic Empire and Luke uses the Force to destroy the Death Star for good. Finally, the hero returns home with a reward. However, they go back a completely different person than when they started out. They have grown and matured as the result of the journey they have taken. Now, you could apply this template to possibly any story, but again, it is not necessary that your story follows this template word by word. You may change the order of things a little bit or skip some of these according to what suits your story. Yeah, so that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe. You can also join our Discord server where we share our work, discuss ideas and have a lot of fun. Bye, see you in the next one.